Sometimes a desperate man, standing on the edge, isn't falling, he's learning to fly. And you might wonder whether the wind that once howled like a scream of chaos is actually the rhythm of your wings learning their own language. Because who's to say that desperation isn't just determination and fire? And fire, when guided, becomes light, and light reveals the architecture of everything that's already inside you. And you can begin to remember what you've never learned, and forget what you always knew was never really true. Because what if desperation was just direction disguised? Now somewhere, someone once said, I'm stuck. What if stuck is a waiting room before the next great idea walks in? You see, a desperate mind repeats, because it's searching, not broken. And the searching sparks movement, and movement, well, movement is magic in disguise. Imagine now a man digging in the dirt, his fingers raw, his eyes wild. Some would say he's losing it, but the others know the dirt is where diamonds are born. Now, this might seem confusing at first, but isn't it curious how confusion often precedes clarity? Because when you don't know what you're looking for, you just might find what you've truly needed. And the one who says, I can't do anything, often does something remarkable right after they say it. You already know what you're about to discover, because somewhere deep inside, you've already become the version of yourself you're now learning to remember. What if all this urgency, this pulsing, pressing, pounding inside, was not a signal of lack, but an alarm clock, waking the limitless self? I'm desperate becomes I'm a force of nature with one foot on the edge of revolution. Because desperation is just intensity without a map. And now, let's draw a new one. Let me give you 3 examples of how resilience speaks in different languages. A single mother in a war zone, holding her child and smiling. That's not weakness, that's alchemy. A boxer bloodied in the 11th round who laughs, not because he's losing, because he knows he's still standing. A man looking in the mirror after the darkest night, whispering, I'm not done. You see, examples teach the unconscious what language, logic can't decode. And somewhere in your mind, the patterns are already shifting. You might feel something that you don't yet have words for. That's good, that's installation. Because when you focus on installing these beliefs, take a belief, I'm stuck. Flip it like a coin, catch it in midair, it lands. As I'm pausing for momentum to catch up. Or I'm broke. Well, broken things let the light in. What if cracks weren't flaws but maps to freedom? Because desperation means power is near. Like thunder before lightning. Your signal comes just before the strength does. Let's blend in identity. You're a survivor. No. You're the system that reinvents itself in real time. You're not someone who hopes. You're someone who decides. You're not merely resilient. You're reborn in pressure. Feel that shift. That's the new operating system booting up. Let's loop it back. So a desperate person waits. A powerful person acts. What if you're both fused now? What if desperation was never a weakness, but the heat before gold is forged? Because when a rocket launches, it shakes, it screams, it burns, then it flies. So shake, scream, burn, fly. You're that rocket. Say it with me, in silence or sound. I'm the storm that learns to steer. I'm the urgency turned into action. I'm the breath before breaking through. Now imagine every limitation as a stage cue. The scene is set. The lights are dimmed. The actor, that's you, rewriting the script as you perform it. Like water learning to carve through stone, not once, not fast, but over and over, patiently, like eternity with a purpose. And here's something strange. What if desperation was the most powerful state when channeled? Because when there's nothing to lose, you gain everything. So let the old patterns dissolve, like sand in a rising tide. Let the new beliefs root, sprout, stretch. Let the new you take root in the soil of certainty. I'm resourceful, I'm resilient, I'm unstoppable. I'm already becoming what I've already decided I am. And remember, there's no failure, only feedback. There's no stuck, only stillness before movement. There's no desperation, only concentrated, awakened possibility. And you, my friend, are the possibility. Not the person searching for the light, the one who realizes you were the fire all along.